Hey, if you're new to my channel, my name is Angel. As you can tell by the title, I'll be doing a story time on how my baby daddy's family jumped me and my baby, and you'll see why I do when I get into the story time. So yeah, I wasn't even gonna do this video, but if you know, I'm an entrepreneur, so I have to stay up with the trends to keep my business flowing. And of course, low vibrational, miserable people wouldn't understand what it takes to do what I do. Like, these people have been stalking me since high school, and we didn't even go to the same high school. So that goes to show how weird this obsession is. But anyway, I posted content on my baby daddy because there was a trend going around, and a girl had posted how her baby daddy had passed away and her baby were jumped at his repast. I didn't think anybody had the same type of story as mine. Like, I never heard nobody getting jumped by their baby daddy's family. So to see that was like, oh wow, somebody else went through what I went through. So of course, me keeping up with the trends, I had recreated her post and I had posted my story because our stories were so similar. And they had seen it and got in the comments talking about, oh, we never touched the baby, da 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 da. But in the caption, it's clear as day that I said it's the fact that my baby had to see it. Like, when she had posted it, I knew that they did not actually put hands on the baby. I knew she meant her baby was there when she got jumped. Like, it's common sense, but you know, they just twisted it and was in the comments calling me a liar and just doing a lot. And the people wanted a story time, so here it is. And like I said, I didn't want to speak on this because I would have to speak on my baby father in a different type of light. And I also did not want to mention my baby daddy's other baby, mainly because of the fact that I did not want to put the girl on blast for not knowing him. But when she had inserted herself then, she was young, so I let it slide. She's grown now, so you know, I can't keep feeling bad because at this point, it's like, you know what you're doing, you know? When my baby daddy had passed away, she was acting like she knew him when it was really the complete opposite. The way I found out about her was through an old friend. She had messaged me and told me that her best friend told her that her cousin was pregnant by my baby daddy. So I text her the best friend, and I'm like, who's your cousin? And she sends me her app, which is, you know, so I texted her. I was like, oh, I heard you're pregnant by my baby daddy. Is that true? And she was like, yeah, how old is he? Can I get his mom's number? Like, she did not even know his real name. And I felt bad for her. So I told my baby dad. He said that it wasn't his baby, but I know him. So I had called his mom and helped her get in contact with his people because I knew for a fact that he wasn't gonna tell them, so I told them for her. So the false allegations that I kept his baby away from him is crazy, because if that was really the case, he would have been involved with his other kid. After he passed away, unfortunately, she didn't have any videos with him because they had no history. So she was just posting videos of him talking about my love and just a lot. And I was honestly confused, but I didn't say nothing because I just, you know, she was young and grieving in her own way. Even if that person had interactions with that person for just like one day, like it wasn't her case, it's like it was still something there, you know? So it wasn't a problem to me. I honestly just felt bad, you know? Fast forward, she kept asking for the kids to know each other. And keep in mind, at this time, it's after the funeral, and I had went over and spent a couple of days with her, you know, got to know her really. Now, the reason why I'm going to mention this comment is because it has a part to play into why I don't speak to her. We're talking and she randomly says that she knew that if I wanted him, I could have him. It was really random. But for her to say that and then me leave, and then 2 days later, she posted this. And I didn't say nothing to that either. I just removed her, and she saw that I removed her and texted me. I just sent her her picture back, like it was nothing to say. And once I sent her her picture, she got to explaining herself. So from what I'm seeing, it was like, it's like she wanted a fake internet beef with me to like make it look like she had a problem with me for the people. It was just weird to me. You know, me being me, you know, I was trying to turn a different leaf on life and like be understanding and hear people out. So I was still like, okay, you know what? She's young. Let me me just trying for the sake of my daughter and her brother. But yeah, I just all in all decided to cut the whole family off after I got jumped, and we'll get into why that even happened now. So when my baby daddy had passed away, I was invited to go out to eat with his blood sister. He only has 2 blood sisters, and the other one has no affiliations with his god family. Anyways, I had went out to eat with his blood sister, and she invited me to go back to the house with her. To my surprise, it was a god family's house. This is the first time I'm meeting them, and as soon as I get in there, everybody is on being real nice, telling me like, oh, you know, your baby daddy would always talk about you, just telling me everything they could have said when he was alive. Because from my understanding, when he was alive, I really thought he did not care. You know, keep in mind, I did not see him in about a year before I had even found out about the other baby. So this allegation that I was bitter about a baby is crazy, because I actually felt bad for the girl and helped her find him. And me and my baby daddy been not talking for a minute, like a good year, off of a situation that has something to do between just me and him and nobody else. And I'm not going to put his real personal business out. I was still willing to let him be around his daughter. The problem was his lifestyle. He was so deep into the lifestyle that he was living that his ops was texting my phone saying that they were going to him and piss on my baby. But the messages and the proof is right there. At that point, I realized that I was not about to risk losing my daughter. Any mother who cares about her child or her children is going to cut the whole world off behind her kids if she has to. And that's exactly what I had to do, because, you know, you see mine, or you see what I do. I felt like I was making the best decision at the time. I was only 16. Like, I was a baby making such a big decision. But like I said before, I understand that my baby daddy was young. You know, nobody really expects death to just happen like that. It's not fair because he was still so young. But yeah, when I met everyone, I ended up staying over there for some time. Everything they were telling me was really just hurting me, because it's like everything my baby daddy was talking about like clicked all in that moment. Especially when the godmom herself told me that she had kicked him out because of the drama that was coming with him. Hearing that really did hurt me, because I was so stuck that I didn't hear him. Like, when he would tell me certain things, now it's obvious, but he's a man, you know, he wouldn't really sit up here and tell me like his struggles anymore, because we weren't on that level no more. The vibe wasn't like that no more. It wasn't how it was in the beginning. We both had some type of energy towards each other, so it's not like he could just tell me. But yeah, once I put 2 and 2 together and everything clicked, I understood everything and it all made sense. So that's why I promised to keep his name alive, really because of the talks and the talks that we would have like before the baby. But yeah, they were being nice, but of course, you know, people can only put up a front for so long. Eventually, I had decided to go home because the day-to-day routine really consists of them really just talking about people all day. Like, it was just very, very draining. I just couldn't stand to be there anymore and not be productive. Like, I'm a very busy person in real life, so I just felt like that wasn't the environment for me. I left off on good terms with everybody. You know, everything was cool. Fast forward, I get home and it's crazy that it was her, because the only reason why she was in that house was because of me. The reason why she was in there was because I was in the car with the whole God family. I was in the back of the car with the little brother. And she had called somebody and she was just venting on how she needed somewhere to go. And they were like hearing her. It didn't seem like they were trying to help her though. So I had said under my breath, like, why can't she just come here? And the brother had heard me and he had said it out loud. And they were like, oh, guess what? Da-da-da just said. But yeah, that's the only real reason why they really let her come in. I don't know if it was a regular routine or if she was always there like that, but I just remember that's why she had came in. And then come to find out, she's one of the 2 that's jumping me. Crazy. At this point, my baby daddy's funeral and repast had already passed. That girl, she had posted on her story. I don't remember what she said, but I had slid up on it and I was like, who are you talking about? And she was like, if the shoe fits, wear it. And I was like, I didn't say it, but I was like, where is this energy coming from? Because just the other day you were being friendly, asking about my tattoos. Keep in mind, she was the same one holding my baby's diaper bag at the funeral. So I was really confused on that energy. Like, I was genuinely asking, like, who was the story about? And she just, I don't know. But you know how people are just like strange, and this is why I don't talk to nobody. You know, me being me, I had spoke up and I said, I know how y'all like to sit around and talk about people all day. So if it's about me, be direct. We get to going back and forth, and I had just let her have it because it's like I was getting nothing out of it. I left her alone, and then the next day she texted my phone again after I stopped responding. She texted me again, blowing up my phone, talking about, oh, I'm gonna post this and that. And she did. She posted a bunch of lies though. She posted a bunch of lies, bringing up my baby, my family, my baby daddy, just making up a bunch of lies. Like, one of them was, she said, oh, he wasn't the father. But it's like, why would I say my baby daddy is not the father when they look like twins? What was going through your head to sit up here and make you lie like that? But it's like, even if I did, which I didn't, who are you to be in me and my baby daddy's business? Like, you're not in this relationship with us. Go have your own family and worry about you and yours. Like, what do you really look like beefing with the mother of his child? Like, really try to flip it and look at yourself. Like, you look real life mad that I was a baby mother, calling him brother morning to night when he was just somebody you met from school that you wished you could have been more than friends with, but he was never looking at you like that, so you were mad. But it was like getting really weird because she started like talking about how I look. Like, it was like the argument went to a whole nother level. She went too far. You know, I was young and I was like really mad. Like, and I never sit up here and post no arguments. That's not who I am. That's never been who I was. But like, she had went so far, and I posted that when I see her, I'm on that. Like, she really brought that out of me. I didn't see her up until his birthday. And if you know me in real life, you know I stand on what I say. Like, that's just who I always been. If I give you my word, just know you got it. Like, I was raised like that. So, you know, when me and my baby get there, everybody's coming up to us with the fake smiles, you know. But, you know, like I said, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And everybody knew what was going to happen because I made it very clear. But I guess, you know, people like to beef on the internet, but nobody ever pushes the issue. And if they do, they like to jump or shoot. Like, they don't fight one-on-one out here. You're getting jumped or you're getting shot. That is one of the two. It's rare that you will ever see a one-on-one fight. Anyways, you know, I get there and it's right around the balloon release time. Keep in mind, I was the one who bought all those balloons that day for his balloon release. And I don't really remember who passed them around, but somebody passed the balloons around and we had all did the balloon release. Right after balloon release is when it went down. But at this point, after me and my baby released the balloons, you know, we had all released the balloons. My friend is here. She was really there for my baby. I really wasn't thinking that I was going to get jumped because I didn't really have no issue with anybody but her. And keep in mind how everybody came up to me smiling. So as I'm getting my one or trying to, I'm like doing her in, and her friend had came from the back and grabbed my hair. I had braids in. She grabbed my braids and pulled me down to the ground with both hands. And at that point, you know, my friend was with my baby, but it's like she sees that going on. She rushes to break it up. So she's breaking it up. This is the only screenshot that I had because I have posted it the day that it happened. So I had went to my Instagram memories and found it. See the girl in the green, that's the friend that jumped in and pulled my hair down with both hands. You see how serious it was for her. My baby daddy's sister is right there. She has her hand in front of her, and then my friend had already like pulled her off at this point, but both other hands was on me at the same time at one point. So yeah, I did get jumped. I don't know what you want to call that, but that was definitely, if more than one person has their hands on you in a fight, you're getting jumped. Point blank. But yeah, like I said, my baby was with my friend, but unfortunately when my friend saw people on me at the same time, she did end up having to like break up the fight. So that's where the random girl like picks my baby up in the video. What really threw me that day. Like I said, I didn't expect to get jumped because I didn't really have a problem with nobody. The one who had jumped in that was pushing 30, she was actually the main one that came up to me smiling, being really friendly when I came. So it was like, wow, like, you two are the ones that ended up jumping me. Like, I never had no type of like disloyalty like that before. That really took a toll on who I was as a person. I'm thinking that's baby daddy's family, but y'all see how they did him. You know, you live and you learn. But yep, I took that on the chin and went on about my life, doing and making big moves. If I was this terrible person that they put me out to be, why did they wait so long to push the issue, you know? Because what really was the problem was I decided to distance myself, and they felt some type of way about it and decided that they were gonna make me look like this evil person. I let them tarnish my name for years. But you know, God sees everything. He knows the world, and that's why I continue to stay blessed. And for some reason, he decided to put that girl's TikTok on my story, and I know it was definitely for a reason. And they kind of played right into what I was supposed to do by getting in the comments, and you know, people asked for a story time. Because this beef is pushing like 3 years, I came to the conclusion that it's not about my baby daddy, it's not about my baby, it's solely who I am and what I do. They really jumped me after my baby daddy passed, when the real people who actually killed him are still out there, and I could guarantee you they don't care about them as much as they care about me. They claim to care about my baby daddy, but didn't nobody put no money on his headstone, and didn't nobody spin about him. He didn't have a headstone for almost 3 years, and I got tired of taking my baby up there and everybody had a headstone but him. So I put it down for him. Let's really talk about it. I don't bother nobody. I don't post nothing ill about my baby daddy. I literally keep his name alive like I said I was, because unlike most people, I actually stand on what I say. And at the end of the day, I still don't have no ill feelings towards the people who jump me and don't like me, because at the end of the day, I know that the hate that they have for me is not really with me, it's within themselves, and they look at me because I'm everything that they want to be. And I say that in the most humblest way. Like, when I fought, people were actually confused. Someone had actually messaged me and was like, you're like really calm. Like, I would have never expected this out of you. I don't entertain nothing, but it was like, it was my baby daddy. His death was still pretty fresh. And I feel like people look at me with this, I don't know, but people are usually always surprised when I actually do speak to them. I don't talk to nobody. For real, and this is exactly why, because people will hate on you for you simply being you. But you know, you can't please everybody, so the best thing you could do is just keep doing you. But yeah, I just decided to put the real out for the first and last time. I know you're watching, so the only thing I have to say is, like, it's time to give it up. You know, move on and actually go do something. Like I said, I don't have no ill feelings towards nobody from that situation. It's just like, it's kind of sad that it's like you're still on that level after all these years. You watching me and keeping up with me is not doing nothing for you, because at the end of the day, you're going to continue to be mad because I'm going to continue to go up. You know what they say, to be number one, you got to be the odd one. And usually it's the ones that nobody likes that's the realest ones. Like, not even just me personally, but like what I see. And for the ones that actually support me, thank you so much. I'm going to try my best to stay consistent and post more on here. I actually do have a lot more content. I'm just so excited, like, for this new like journey, because I'm coming back. So make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you can be notified for when I post my next video. Bye.